6 to 8.18 grams. So what is the exact one we have here as well. So let's continue with our practice on a CSWA simple exam, Certified Solidworks Associate. On part number 3, we'll focus on the question number 5. We'll do as we did in the part number 2, where we answered all the question number 4. Let's get started. We'll start by simple one. We're gonna start with the simple sketch, which is the one on the bottom. Then we'll do all the cuts, going to first, second, and third cut. Listen here now. Go ahead and start making this by sketch on this model. Listen here. Start. We just come here and then activate in this part. Sketch. So once I sketch, we'll just here convert entities first. So we have converted entity of all these parts, and we'll come here and activate the trim. Go to the power tool, and we'll come here to this part. So power tool is activated. Come here to this part. Then we'll just here extend up to this point. Okay. Now I will as well activate the line and then make one line, something like that. Just in a vertical line. Make sure that it is vertical. And now we can here activate the smart dimension and make the dimension for this line. So all I have right here 52. Okay, so that's good. So here we don't need to measure, because we know that from this point that point is 19, but we can confirm just to make sure that we are doing the right way. So as you can see, so it is 19, and that's the one also here. So if I come here and then try to click, it will give error, because so you see you cannot use that. So pretty much this part here is done. Now we'll as well activate the trim power tool, and here just delete the line that I don't want. Come here and then start deleting all the line that I don't want. So just here make sure that we have dimension for this point to that point, which is a 52. Okay, good. Now it is fully defined. So after we have done this part, what we're gonna do, we'll just here use the Extruded Cut to cut this part here. So this part, as you can see, is 19. You can see also here and here. So both of them is 19. We'll just come here to the features, Extruded Cut, and make sure that it is blind. Put here the number, which is 19, and check as well the position. So as you can see, so that's the one we want. Just come here and then click OK. So this part is complete, as you can see. So we have done this part. Now let's here continue. As you can see here, they says to make as well this cut, and this cut here is a distance of 12 and the depth of 24. So how to do that? So for that, we'll just come here to this side, and in this side, what I have to do is we'll activate the plane. We'll just come here, select this part here, click in this part, and then activate the plane. So once the plane is activated, just put here 12, which is the size you want, and then flip position. So now we have position from this point. That point is 12, which is here as well. Now click here, OK. So this plane is done. Now what I have to do is come to this plane and then sketch. Here, change the position. I will first click to these points and then convert entities. Good. Now I can flip position. Just change here. Okay, so that's the position I want. And what I have to do is I will do the same thing. And before that, I will first activate the center line. I will just make one sketch in a vertical position, something like that. Something like that. Okay. Now, from this point, what I have to do is I will activate the arc. Make sure that you have the center point arc activated. Now from this end point, that will come here, right? So we'll just move like that, and then move to this side as well. So now next step we want to do is we want to as well use a smart dimension to measure the one. So we need here to do zone here, right? So just make sure that we have the size here, which is a 41 according to the drawing. So if you go down, let's just here make sure that it is 41. If you go down here, so we have here 41. And from that point, what we're gonna do, we'll here as well use the trim power tool, and then just cut all the line that we don't want. Now gonna here make here the mesh for that point. Here, as we know, is 36. Let's come here and put 36 as well. So our sketch, it is fully defined and it is all done. So what I have to do now is we're gonna make here the features. Just make sure that we do everything. We just, after we've done that, we just come here, right, and then goes to the features and extrude cut as well. And as we saw, the drawing is at 24. Come here, right, and then put 24, and then click OK. So we have as well done this part. So that's the one we want, and we have as well complete this part. So the last thing, let's just here make sure that we have the same size. Okay, that's size 24. So that's the one. Now one more thing we need to do is make this circle right here. So with and here as well, we need to make that. We just here first hide this plane. We don't need it anymore, and for that we'll just come here to this part, sketch, and we'll make the circle right in this part. Come there, put the circle there, and then smart dimension, and here will be 11. Okay, then what we need to do is make the distance from this point to that point, and here is 14, and from this point to that point is as well 14. After that, we have also done this part. What we're gonna do is simply extrude. So as we go to the question, they says all the holes are through, all holes through all. So that what we're gonna do, we're gonna here to the features, extrude cut, and we're gonna put here through all. And then I will come here and then click OK. So we have as well made the hole. So pretty much this part, it is also complete, and we can see here. So we have make this cut right here. We made as well this cuts like there, and we have as well make this cut. So as you can see, that's the one. And last thing we want to do is simply answer the question and make sure that we have the right answer. And here says material is 1020, which is the same, no change, and the density, it is also the same. Now the other things we want to do is a change here, use the part created in the other questions, right, and modify it by moving materials and also by changing the following parameters A, B, C. So we need here to change it as well the global variable. So if you go there to this equation, we're gonna see that we have different ones. So A is 84, here they ask to change to 86, and let's not here do that, but just come right clicks, manage equation, and from here the A will be 86, the B will be 58 and DC will be 44. After that, come here and then click OK. So we need as well to rebuild. Just make sure that it changed according to what they need. Now let's here confirm if you have the right answer. So here they ask what is the overall mass of the parts in grams. So for that, let's here go ahead and check that we have the right part. For that, come here, evaluate mass properties, and we have here 6 to 8.80 grams. So is that the right answer? Let's go ahead to the answer key and check if you have the right answer. So if you go to the answer key, we have here, this is the question number 5, 6 to 8.18 grams. So what is the exact one we have here as well? So we have answered the question and we got 100% accuracy. So that's all about this part, and thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and share with friends. See you to the next one.